talk to you about the genetic disease Down syndrome, the neurological disease Alzheimer's, and how they're connected and what this means. First off, what is Down syndrome? Down syndrome is a genetic disease as a result of a person receiving an extra chromosome 21 during genetic formation. This extra material delays the way that a child develops both mentally and physically throughout their life, and it depends on the severity of the case. Statistics show that 1 in 800 children suffer from this disability, and these children have a range of intellectual impairments, which means they reach academic and physical goals at later stages in their life than most their age. Down syndrome often comes with little to many complicated health problems. For example, almost 50% of children that are born with this disease will have a congenital heart defect.
Physical characteristics of Down syndrome are a flat facial profile, a broad forehead, a short neck, and an upward slant to the eye.
What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's is a progressive and fatal disease that works its way through the brain. It is the most common form of dementia, which is memory loss. Brain or nerve cell death and tissue loss through the brain causes the brain to shrink dramatically, which damages and affects nearly all of its functions.
Here is a picture of a healthy brain being compared to a brain that has been affected by Alzheimer's.
The cortex and the hippocampus are areas of the brain that are most greatly affected. This disease usually appears in older people, and some common signs are
difficulty completing familiar tasks at home and at work, confusion with time or place, misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace steps, decreased or poor judgment, withdrawal from work or social activities, changes in mood and personality.
So how are these two diseases related? There have been some recent studies that show that the kind of protein that clogs the brain in Alzheimer's disease also accumulates in the eyes of Down syndrome patients and causes cataracts. Cataracts are the abnormality of the eye in which it is determined by the opacity of the lens.
Here is a picture showing the difference between a person with normal vision and a person that has cataracts. Notice how the image on the right is cloudy due to the opacity of the lens of the person viewing the image.
These distinctive cataracts appear only in people with advanced Alzheimer's disease and much earlier in Down syndrome. People with Down syndrome often develop symptoms of Alzheimer-type dementia by the age of 30. So why does this happen? This is because they have an extra copy of a key Alzheimer's gene that leads to increased amyloid beta, which is the common protein, accumulation in the brain. Researchers have discovered that the same protein starts to accumulate very early in the lens of eyes of people with Down syndrome and even children. What does all this mean for the progress of both diseases? Currently, professors and researchers are coming together to develop an eye scanner to measure amyloid beta in the lens.
Dr. Lee E. Goldstein, an associate professor at Boston University School of Medicine, came out with a statement that said, "This approach may provide a way for early detection and monitoring of related pathology in the brain. Effective treatments for brain disease in Down syndrome and Alzheimer's disease are on the horizon, and early detection is the key for successful intervention."
I have just described to you what Down syndrome and Alzheimer's disease is, how they are connected, and what it all means. This is a big step in developing therapy and a cure for those who suffer from both illnesses. I'm Jenna Bentley, and thank you for watching my TED Talk.